I'm talking about we going to PM Dawn for real. And you
No,
send
PM Dog.
me.
No, I wouldn't do them like that. PM
I'm
Dawn
sorry,
was they was straight up whack. They was on some weird stuff. I mean, I remember
but that
Boogie Down Boogie Down
is
Productions,
because of the
KRS-One threw
singing.
them, beat them down, threw them off the stage, and
I think
I
it's the
remember
singing.
that.
The singing probably took me there.
Yeah,
Singing?
yeah, it could have been tweaked. The singing could have
Yeah,
been
the
tweaked.
singing took me there.
More production behind the studios type
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it
I
was
wouldn't give.
like
I wouldn't say PM Dawn
because
though.
it was like,
Okay, I gotta get home for the spit and sip. So happy birthday.
Thank you. You look so
Excited.
refreshed. Something
Girl,
about you.
I'm just so glad that it's Friday.
hello.
Hey. Oh, look at you. You've been sun-kissed.
Well, happy early birthday,
Thank you.
to
Wait a minute. Happy 2 days before her birthday.
Yeah,
That's all I can say. Leo, Leo, Leo.
No, it's Virgo.
Oh no, we're the better. Leo, Leo.
Virgo's better.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You say you're what? A bird what?
Definitely not a Leo. That's for sure.
Well, we're the best. You can't be a Leo. You're supposed to be, but I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know what happened.
Is this extreme example something that you compiled from multiple different stories or from a direct interaction with someone?
So this is you.
Yeah.
I thought it was fiction.
No.
I thought it was just. I thought it was just characters. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was a novel. Second, what made you want to focus on that topic? I mean, you
Okay.
gave a good reason why you're doing it, but why were you inspired to do it in the first place?
I seen you talking to my man. So does that mean anything to you? Like, is there like a? Okay, that was good. That was good.
Nice.
I know, right?
First of all, I like knowing what Ichigo means because my only previous knowledge of Ichigo was an anime character from a very popular anime called Bleach. And I never knew his name meant that, but that was very insightful.
And in terms of a book, I'm reading 2 books right now. One of them is the book of Ichie by Hector Garcia and Francesca Morales. And it's basically about a Japanese principle of making the most of every moment in the Japanese way. And I'll read an excerpt from the book for you all.
You some of the mushrooms? Oh, that's what when you say maroons, are you talking about the mushroom maroons? Oh, maroons.
No, there's no mushroom maroons. Are there any
I
mushroom
thought they were
maroons?
drugs. I thought they were drugs. Maroons, they call them drugs, right? Or something. Can you explain to me what you're talking about, sir? Because I jumped on way too late.
I thought the maroon, like
the Maroon societies that escaped
the
enslavement.
Jamaican.
Those.
Okay. So are they still in the United States?
But
Are there any African-based ones still in existence?
I was just thinking about this book that I constantly am telling other people to read. So there are 3 books that, possibly 4, but 3 books that I definitely am always telling people to read. 2 are by the same author. So the first one is this book called Sabah, The Reawakening of the African Mind, and is written by Dr. Asa Hilliard. And the other book that is by him is called The Maroon Within Us. then I can explain because that's the one I'm going to talk about. And then the third book is it's written by J.A. Rogers. It's called From Superman to Man. I was looking for them because I usually keep them right next to me on my desk. It looks like my wife moved my stuff around and didn't tell me, and they're not on my bookshelf behind me, so I don't know where my books are. So I will find them later. But what I'm going to talk about, I wanted to read it directly, but I know what it's about. So I'll just kind of talk about it. So in Maroon Within Us, very astute of you, Tumba, to talk about the Maroon societies of Jamaica. But as you may know, like the Maroons were people who didn't just escape enslavement. They escaped enslavement, they created cities, and they barricaded themselves and created protective societies that made it difficult for them to be recaptured into enslavement.
Oh, Julie, you have a book for us to read?
I don't. I apologize.
Girl, you never. How many times do we do this? You never have a book. What?
And I don't understand the size of bathtubs. Like, who are they made for? Just women? Because I'm like, what's the purpose? Why my knees sit up?
Oh, your knees.
My knees are fully out of the water. Completely. Who are these things made for? It's so stupid. I don't get it.
Your knees sit all the way up.
Yes.
Wait, that turned into what?
You know they make glue out of horses.
No.
Horses and they make glue.
No, they don't.
Look
How
at
do
it.
they make glue out of horses?
I don't know the process. I just know that it happens.
Wait a minute. They kill horses to make glue?
Yes.
So how did they make glue before?
I don't know. Was there glue?
And it's basically about a Japanese principle of making the most of every moment in the Japanese way. And I'll read an excerpt from the book for you all. So, Ichigo, Ichie, the Japanese characters that make up this book's central concept, don't have an exact equivalent in English. Ichigo, Ichie can be translated as once a meeting and also in this moment and opportunity. What this means to tell us is that each meeting, everything we experience is a unique treasure that will never be repeated in the same way again. So if we let it slip away without enjoying it, the moment will be lost forever.
Oh, you got any books you're reading, any poetry for us?
Nice to meet you, Sandy. Speaking of,
Hello.
Hey, she was at the walk.
I was like,
It was familiar.
Super familiar. And I was looking at your name like sea bush. It's like, don't spell.
Oh, I added you on LinkedIn like 2 days ago or a day ago or something like that.
Yeah. Like this face.
Nice to meet you again.
Yeah. So when she was speaking, first of all, I like knowing what Ichigo means because my only previous knowledge of Ichigo was an anime character from a very popular anime called Bleach. And I never knew his name meant that, but if you know anything about the story, it does make sense. That
that's
is
cool.
once in a lifetime thing. Yeah, he's a demon slayer. But
okay.
But no, that was very insightful into enslavement. So they pretty much created these military encampments, but they were like cultural. So as you know, a lot of us came from different ethnicities in Africa, but on these maroon societies, they embraced each other's cultures and blended them. and they merged them together to create a new quasi-African society wherever they had been enslaved, right? And they protected themselves from being re-enslaved. So they would have a leader, a king, or something like that. One of the most famous people who was a Maroon leader was this lady named Nani in Jamaica. But Maroon societies existed in the United States. They existed in Latin America. In Latin America, they call them Palenque. And the most famous one is in Colombia. The city is a city outside of they still exist today. Like, you have to get permission to even go there. And you can only stay for the day. They kick you out. You can't spend the night unless you are part of the community. They still hold tight to that. That's in Colombia, not too far from Medellin. And then
so are they still in the United States?
The ones in the United States, no. I think they just kind of integrated themselves into American society after emancipation. But
are there any African-based ones still in existence?
Well, they were all African-based. That was the point. Like, they were able to so they escaped. They re-embraced the languages that they brought over here with them. So you would hear people in these Maroon societies, they would speak very differently. They held on a lot more to their language, a lot closer to their culture. So a lot of these things were held tightly to. In Brazil, they were called Quilombo. There's an entire movie called Quilombo. Paul Morris is one of the most famous ones. If you're in my country, you've come to visit me, but you're determining my intellect based on whether I know something about you, right? Because you learned it, it's important to you. Because you know it and you earn certain marks in school, or you have a high esteem where you're from, that makes sense there. But you are carrying that with you everywhere you go, and you're determining whether people are intelligent or not based on whether they share your knowledge base. And he just talks about how he doesn't call it right or wrong. He just talks about how ethnocentric it is, and how that determines how people interact with each other, especially when they're traveling abroad or interacting with other cultures, that it's limiting, right? And how you can prejudge people based on, now, you never acknowledge that they may know something you don't know, right? But all you're doing is asking, do you know what I know? And that validates or invalidates their intellect. The type 2 question is a more open-ended question. It is, what do you know? Instead of, do you know what I know, right? And I'm validating that. The type 2 question is embracing that maybe you know something that I don't know. Maybe it's something I already know. I want to know what it is that you know, and then I'm basing your intellect off of that, right? So if I'm in Ghana and you come to Gold Coast in 1500 and you're asking me about the kings of England, I don't care. No, I don't know, never heard of it. Why would I? But if you ask me about the Akan principles, or what Sankofa means, or what these elaborate Adinkra symbols mean, and how did the concept come up, and I can explain that to you, that's a what do you know? Now you're getting exposed to information that maybe you never had, because the type 1 question doesn't even give you the opportunity to learn anything new, because you think you already know everything. It's, do you know what I know? The type 2 question is, you're being open to not only assess what this other person knows, but to be open enough to receive other information from somebody else. So I'm not familiar with mushrooms or any form of them, because I don't indulge in the psychedelics or mushrooms, period, because as soon as I was in science class in 2nd or 3rd grade and learned that it was a fungus, I couldn't get it out of my head. Just can't do it. So anyway.
Like to start the book series?
Mm-hmm.
Or just this part?
The book series.
Oh,
like
because
on Black women, on women in relationships and that.
Oh, because I think I was getting synchronicity. I'm a big synchronicity person.
Okay.
So I felt like I was getting signs and synchronicities that the one was coming, right? So I wanted to see what other women were experiencing as well through their journeys, if they're getting synchronicities as well.
Okay. Gotcha. I mean, I think it's something that definitely is important. I just didn't know if it was something that happened or any particular thing that inspired it, because you talked about things like agape love, and which you rarely hear about when people are talking about love. And I think it might be the most important form of love. And so, just hearing you mention it was cool. But I think it's something that people could benefit from, because it's really love without any strings attached, right? It doesn't have, and it's love that can't really be mistaken for like infatuation or lust.
Right.
Because it's the love that, God has for people. It's the love that you have for your children, right? So that's that love that can't really be mistaken for other things. And if more people focused on that, especially in their relationships, or even before they get into a relationship, knowing all the different types of love that exist, maybe we have a different reality.
Yeah, there will be a different reality. You're right about that. So I'm going to read something from my book. This is book.
Which chapter?
This is book. Not book 5. Oh my gosh! This is book 6, because I'm in the beginning process of book 6. Right? Book 5 was the last one that came out, that released. Okay, so my book, basically, I go around interviewing different women and their dating journey. Right. So the point of this book is to make sure that, we're having healthy dating journeys to lead into a healthy marriage. Because, a lot of us think, oh, we're just going to get married and everything's going to be good and dandy. But you bring yourself into the marriage, So if you're not working on yourself, then that's what's going to end up in the relationship. Right. And so I just go around interviewing different women, their dating journey, and it also answers questions on what is love, the difference between twin flames and soulmates, difference between agape love and the love we know, and it touches, of course, on mental health and relationships. Okay. All right. So this is chapter 1 of book. Which one did I say? Book 6. Chapter 1 of book 6. Okay. I seen you talking to my man, she hollered. I'm thinking, why isn't she a woman? Why isn't this woman at peace at 10 p.m. being ghetto fabulous, shenanigan, and annoying, cutting up at the bus stop while everyone's watching? I responded calmly, I'm not attracted to crackheads. You're a hoe! She shot back before continuing with more abuse. You sucked his... My niece is here. I know she's 20 years old, but... You sucked his dick. Have a gun, I would kill you. This is the same woman I saw yelling at someone who wasn't even there at the bus stop the other day. That day, I asked her gently, hey, are you okay? She quickly snapped her head towards me and yelled, I saw you talking to my man. I was shocked, but I stayed calm, said it again. I'm not attracted to crackheads. Me too. That's why I broke up with her. She switched up real quick, like she forgot her own script. Next thing I know, she faking a phone call, strutting to go back off to the back of the bus. She was good. At least I thought. Fast forward, boom. We at the bus stop again. She's salty because I've been ignoring her in the streets. Triggered her whole spirit. Stand right there, I'm calling. Stand right there, I'm calling the police. To have you arrested for harassment, I hollered. What did I do? I'll beat your ass. I hollered back. Ain't gonna beat nobody's ass. So, yep, I had her served with a restraining order. A month later, knock, 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 2 cops are at my door, midnight 30. My heart jumped into my throat. Miss Thing had the audacity to serve me. She told the court I was walking out of my own front door on purpose, just to provoke her. Girl, bye. But baby, I stayed cute, went out, enjoyed my events, kept my mind on the good to manifest a positive outcome. Court day came, judge called her name once, twice, 3 times, crickets. She looked over at me and said, case dismissed. And I said to myself, won't she do it? Oh, Lord. That was some stuff. This is an extreme example of having low self-esteem, low self-worth. But how many of us have been accused of talking to someone's man, so to speak? Have you ever been the accuser? In reality, no man should have the power to make you feel like what you have isn't valuable enough to simply walk away and find someone who does see your worth. If your self-esteem isn't at that level, it may be time to seek therapy or other tools that can help you recognize your value. So, you guys want me to keep reading? You guys got comments? Do you want me to keep reading? Direct interaction with someone. I mean, all of it was real. I couldn't believe this was really happening to me, but it was happening. It was real. Oh, and also I make sure people say what they're doing, because it's also like an entrepreneurial kind of network.
Bday, I am a financial advisor. People create financial plans and plan for their future. Those are either too stiff or they are too clubbish. Whatever it is, networking has lost my attention lately, and I do a lot of networking. But I created this event to be like a breath of fresh air to the networking scene. So if you come out,
So I'm Tumba Mukendi, as you know. So I have, so my company is Love Savvy Jewel LLC. So it's a book series. I'm up to book 6. No, book 5 is out. I'm working on book 6, right? And so this company, it also has apparel, like this t-shirt.
Oh, nice.
So that's me. So I love me, right? So you could customize these t-shirts. So it's all on my website. And I have gifts for everyone that come into the Spit and Sip, that attend the Spit and Sip. So it's usually the first chapter of the book I'm working on. So you guys you'll get a special preview.
Okay, well, hi everyone. I'm Sandy. I am by career an epidemiologist. So I work for the Center for Disease Control. I work in public health. I do a lot of surveillance, data management, data monitoring, and public health infrastructure. That is my career and my passion. But in the entrepreneurial space, I am exploring lifestyle branding, especially in regards to wellness. I want to create a space, just where people can find peace, they can slow down, and just be centered and love self, but also pour into their cup so that they can pour the overflow into other people's cups. So exploring that.
What I do is I am in the wellness business. I'm an entrepreneur. Well, I used to do travel, sir, with IntelliTravel. So I was your friendly travel agent. But now I'm dealing with your wellness. I partner up with a company and I have my own wellness company. And so I'm just, my stuff that I have is all organic. It's all organic, right? Remember back in the day, check it out. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the light? So, if you're in the club and it's really dark, how? You don't have to go to the bathroom because it has a mirror.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? I know, right? Yes, honey, yes.
Wow. Somebody give you a heart emoji.
Oh, thank you. So this right here is the gold bar, right? It's the wellness go-to bar, right? I don't know if you can't really see it, but it is. Everybody know about Nutrilite, correct? That's since Moses, right? Part of the recipe. Nutrilite's been around. So we have an all-in-one bar with our products. And this is the berries and seeds. It's so delicious. And it's like all organic, all natural. And that's what I love to just deal with all this stuff right here. You're a vegan, so you will love it because it doesn't have anything to do with any animal stuff in it. Yes. And our drinks, we have energy drinks. Oh, this right here is called the perfect water. Okay. So this water is purified water, right? And it has remineralized, iodized, and MOB and electrolytes in it. Oh, this water tastes so delicious. I'm telling you. I just shook the bottle and it just got cold again. Like, this is just great. Does everyone on here have life insurance?
Yes.
Oh, you have life insurance?
Through your job or individually? Through your jobs or individually?
Both.
I sell it.
I
sell it.
Oh, you sell
it? Okay, well, there you go.
I'm a financial planner, so
okay.
That's really like step one of everything is making sure that people's estates are in place and making sure that people don't die unexpectedly, leaving debt.
But you also help them. You help them learn about money because that's what we need to teach the generation. We need to teach African Americans about money, how money works.
Step one is always make sure that you and your family are covered from unexpected things, right? Because people don't think about the financial breakdown of death. Right? It's not predictable. You don't know when it's going to happen. It can happen at any time.
Everybody gets scared.
Yeah, so which is why,
especially in the African community, if you say life insurance, they say, "You trying to kill me? You want to death?"
I keep trying to tell my wife. So my wife is from Guinea, and I'm like, you need to tell your client. She makes clothes. She makes African print clothes. She makes wedding dresses. She makes prom dresses. She makes ball gowns. She can make whatever.
Okay, you need to drop. You need to drop her information for us in the. Oh, Cammy, do you have it?
No, she doesn't, because my wife
Can you drop
has
her?
been
Can you drop her information for
missing
us?
from my walks. Oh, every Monday from April to October, I do a networking on the Beltline for Black business owners. We meet at Pittsburgh Yards and we walk to the West End and we network with one another and we build relationships. And it's very different from any other networking event that you've been to, because those are either too stiff or they are too clubbish. Whatever it is, networking is has lost my attention lately, and I do a lot of networking. But I created this event to be like a breath of fresh air to the networking scene. So if you come out
Every Monday, you do this every Monday.
every single Monday from the first Monday in April to the first Monday in October. Yeah. So every Monday in between. And I'm out there
So
all the
also with your
time.
business, mhm. With your
Go ahead.
business, are you teaching people about passive income as well?
Yes. So I take them from all the way from household protection all the way to estate planning. So we talk about investments, we talk about the 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 savings opportunity that and the wealth building opportunity that exists within life insurance, other wealth building and investment strategies, how to plan for retirement, how to properly set up your estate, all of that from beginning to end, with a lot of different products and spices in between.
That was really nice.
Thank you. That was so good.
And this is from the book as well?
Yeah, this is from book 5.
Oh, that's from book 5. Okay. Yes.
Very nice.
Fire.
Yeah, I was just asking, was that from someone that she interviewed or was it from herself? I guess we do like we do on like your Tuesday's Q&A questions. I'm gonna ask this one. When you was talking about, I know God is omnipresent, but why would you say that being perfect was boring? Because isn't Jesus perfect?
Where were you, or when did you come to the understanding of God being just this omnipresent being that is neither male or female, regardless of what you were taught in religion?
Saying is that we speak about it like we're saying that God is omnipresent. We say that He's energy. We say that He's either male or female, or female or male, right? But is Jesus not God in human form? Because then if He is, wouldn't that make God a male?
The extreme example that I gave you here, like when in relationships, when someone is jealous, right? Or they accuse you of speaking to their man or speaking to their woman, or that's also operating in lack, right? Because you feel like you it's a threat, like someone is taking something away from you, when all the while you can just walk away and find someone that will see your worth, So that's also operating in lack, and financially operating. There's other ways we could operate in lack with finances, and that's also in the Black community and stuff like that. And how to transmute operating in lack. One of the Love Savvy Q&As that responds to operating in lack. So I hear a lot of people operating in lack. I'm gonna read it the way I read it the way I respond in Instagram. Okay, so y'all gotta give me some emojis and stuff. I know, our people. There's things that really happen, in our race, right? I know it's real, but then there are ways that we could start operating in lack. like, you know, oh, the man, because of the man I can't do this, because the man, you know. So that's one way of operating in lack, right, in our community. And then there's also like the extreme example that I gave you here, like when in relationships, when someone is jealous, right, or they accuse you of speaking to their man or speaking to their woman, or, you know, that's also operating in lack, right? Because you feel like you it's a threat, like someone is taking something away from you, you know, when all the while you can just walk away and find someone that will see your worth, you know. So that's also operating in lack. And financially operating, there's other ways we could operate in lack with finances, and that's also in the Black community and stuff like that. And how to transmute operating in lack. First I wanted to read, because I'm from a Christian background, so let me, and this is definitely not to convert anyone or anything. It's just so you can see where I get it from. All right, so this John 10, right? So, okay, so I'm reading the Bible because it relates to how I answer the Q&A, the Love Savvy Q&A. So, okay, so again, his Jewish opponents, this is John 10:31. Again, his Jewish opponents picked up stones to stone him. But Jesus said to them, I have shown you many good works from the Father. For which of these do you stone me? We are not stoning you for any good work, they replied, but for blasphemy, because you, a mere man, claim to be God. Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law, I have said you are gods? And then also in Psalm 82:6, it says, I have said, you are gods, you are all sons of the Most High. All right, so just keep that in mind. And whatever resonates with you. If it doesn't, doesn't. Okay. So now for the Q&A. What's up, soulmates? Welcome to Love Savvy Q&A episode 39. Woohoo! So today's question is actually an older question, and I just wanted to touch on a different topic today. The question is, why are you always smiling? So I know some of us think, oh, because she got a man. Because of a man. You know, not. So I wanted to touch on self-love. At the time when this brother, a colleague of mine, asked me that question, I didn't know what to answer. First of all, he asked it, but he was confused about the way he was perceiving me. He's like, why are you always smiling? And it tickled me. At the time, I just laughed because I don't know. It's just what I do, especially when I'm surprised at the way someone responds to me. It tickled me partly because he was confused. Okay, this is like the first time I read it out loud, so I'm like, oh, did I write that? Okay. And then the other part is because people can genuinely be happy, right? What I figured out later on is that it's not that he always sees me smiling, it's that my aura is always smiling. I figured that out when I was watching myself in our documentary Love Savvy 1. I was watching myself and I'm like, oh wow, even when I was in a debate situation, my aura is always smiling. Now, this leads to self self-love. I didn't know how to answer that. Self-love, like deep self-love, comes from my relationship with God. Your relationship with God is actually your relationship with yourself. That's what I've grown to learn. So right now, in these times, we're at a space like Neo. Either we accept it or we don't. That we are one with God. Right? It says it in the Bible. You are God's children of the Most High. It's literal. I understand religious institutions don't talk about it because I think they don't understand it. They don't understand how can you be God in the flesh, but Jesus was the example. He's God in the flesh as well. So they don't talk about it because it's kind of an abstract thing to understand, right? The mind can't understand it. So it takes different spiritual tools. I use meditations. As I've told you a million times, I use meditation so I can experience myself in the invisible kingdom of God. That's the one that's neither here or there, right? The kingdom of God is within. Okay. There are those who focus on the physical kingdom of God and those who focus on the invisible kingdom of God. When you spend time there, you're going to start to understand that you are God or God's children of the Most High, because He is omnipresent and you can start experiencing yourself as that energy. Once you start experiencing yourself as that energy, that opens up the door to loving yourself immensely, like you've never loved yourself before, because you were limited to your physical body as the way to see yourself. But when you start loving yourself, your spirit, your soul, of course, your body is part of it. But when you start loving your soul, your spirit immensely, the way God loves your spirit and soul is going to come out. And you will attract love. True. Whether it's people just drawn to you or romantic love as well. And yes, people will be confused. What is it about that person? So it's all about acknowledging and growing in this acknowledgement that you are God. The relationship with yourself is a relationship with God. And the relationship with God is a relationship with yourself. So if you don't believe in God, then you don't believe in yourself, because He's omnipresent. He's the high frequency existence, just being. And that is perfect. And being perfect is boring, right? This energy, or he's not physical, right? The perfect energy is boring. So he decided to lower his energy because he's really high frequency. And I'm saying he because that's just the language I learned from religion. But he's neither he or she, he's both, a balance of both energies. He decided to minimize his high frequency into a human frequency. And that is us, so that he could experience through us, like himself through us, right? Trials, wins, and triumphs. So it's not boring. We are here to experience the fullest, most exciting exploration of ourselves, of life, and he's doing it through us. Yeah, but he experienced a lot when he was here, so it wasn't boring for him, you know?
So being perfect, I'm saying for being perfect was like, but why would you say it was boring? Because of what reason?
Oh, for me, I mean, I can't imagine just being still, just existing, just being, right? And I think my personal perception is that I think that's why God created everything and decided to, I think he was by himself first, like the Bible says, he was by himself first, and it was just him existing. And then he decided to create us and live through us, right? And I think just existing can be boring with nothing going on, from my perception. And I think that's why God decided to create everything.
Yeah, I get that.
Because he's energy, we can't see him, right? But he's everywhere, right?
I'm saying, where did you get it?
Oh, when did I get it?
Thing.
Oh, okay. When did I get it? I think, like I was saying, some of us are focused in the physical kingdom of God, and some of us are focused in the invisible kingdom of God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm being focused in the invisible kingdom of God. I think spending time there through meditation, that's when I start to get things. You get these downloads, these epiphanies. Yeah. So that's when I start to get these epiphanies, and yeah.
Yeah, because it happened to me. The more and more I actually read the Bible, and not like reading it in church, but reading it on my own, especially reading the Gospels, like reading Jesus's words and life, you start to, I don't even understand how Christianity became what it is today if the people who are Christians actually read the Bible or just read the Gospels. Jesus did not like organized religion at all. Those were his biggest enemies. Because it was like, if you look at the evangelical church, it's the same thing as a Sadducee or a Pharisee. They come together, they judge people who are not them. They are more dogmatic than they are focused on any type of relationship with God, the Spirit. And they focus a lot more on, how can I be more religious than the next person? Right? And it's like, that was everything Jesus stood against. So like, how could they be reading this Bible? But I came to this understanding that God is not male or female, that it is a living just presence, a being. Again, just by understanding Genesis, like, how could God have been male or female if God created the concept of male and female, and male and female is only a concept because of sexual reproduction? Like, even the first life on this planet doesn't do sexual reproduction. Like, two sexes is only important to create the next generation through beings that need to have sexual intercourse to create the next generation. Single cell organisms are just split at a certain point, and that creates the next generation. So that's the first form of life, which can't possibly be male or female. That was the first life. The first life could have been us, but it wasn't. And we know it isn't, right? So if God created everything, which is what we believe, right, then it can't be limited to what we understand.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like you can't know all of God's mysteries,
right?
Because he's always expanding. He's always expanding, right?
It's the same thing as if you build something, whatever you build, like humans are creating AI, right? Or a computer. A computer at some point is going to hit a paradox on certain things that as a human we can calculate or we can compute. But a computer that we built can't, because some things that are in our minds is too complex for it. It's the same thing with us and God, us trying to understand the complexities of God.
Right.
You don't have the dimensions or the wherewithal to even compute some things that don't make sense to us. But I mean, just that single cellular organism thing just makes it make sense that God can't be man or male or female. It doesn't need sexual reproduction to produce. Like,
God
it doesn't even
need a
make
body.
sense. A body, exactly.
Yeah. God doesn't need a body to exist. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So that. So another reason why I read it is, how to transmute operating in lack. So that also touches on, like if we love ourselves the way God loves us, as we are God, right? Because there's, how else will we love ourselves the way God loves us unless we are that, right? And then it transmutes all our addictions as well, right? How many of us are addicted to social media, right? right? How many of us are addicted to social media? And this particular woman that I read about, that was jealous or whatever, I know she was addicted to her man, right? Because she was at a point where he was cheating on her, and then this woman had pointed a gun at her because of the cheating situation, but she was still, look at the way she was fighting for him, So I knew this woman was addicted to her man. So we, all these type of addictions, whether it's a man, I know at one point I was addicted to education, going to school, blah, 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 to prove my worth. That's the way we are, that's and it took me a long time to kind of work on myself, to not put my self-worth into education, to put God in that space instead, So it helps us to also transmute like different addictions. It's not, of course, one addiction at a time, right? Yeah. So the question,
in their lifespan.
Yeah, in his lifespan.
I think God could have chosen to be anybody. God chose to be in a male's body probably because of the timing or
of the culture. Because of the culture.
Right. So I believe God is entity, right? So religion tells us, so religions develop around whatever culture that the people who created that religion or adopt that religion are in. So you'll find people in India adopt certain religions based around things that are happening, right? They believe that cows are sacred because, I don't know, there was something, maybe the cows fed them, right? And maybe they attached their sustenance to, I know that's why a lot of Native American tribes worship corn, because the corn fed them in their time of need. In Islam, there's always something physical in the realm of where somebody exists, of that they attach spirituality to. So religion is a lot based around what culture was existing and how they, saw success. Like a lot of the parables in the Bible, Jesus lived in a time period where agriculture was huge, right? So a lot of the parables are agriculture based. The sower, the seeds, talents, making, doubling the worth of certain things, because it spoke to the people during that time. If Jesus were to exist today, the analogies of the parables would be updated to ways that we would interpret them or understand them. So I think Jesus being a man and the king coming back, right? David and the prophecies of a king returning, it just made more sense of being received from a male, because they wouldn't even have looked at a woman. The
culture was not big on women leading, so he would have to embody himself as a male.
Yeah, they wouldn't pay her any attention at all. Like, they would have walked right by her. They wouldn't even have killed her. They would have just walked right. She would have never got anybody's attention. Not at that point in history, right? So it's just about, God understands right? He was communicating with man and understanding how things were developing over time. So I think it just made sense that there was a king that was supposed to return. There were these prophecies that were set in place, and everything was male dominated, right?
Yeah, everything was male dominated at the time, but God doesn't really need a body. I mean, if he did that, is for us, is for our understanding. But
yeah.
He doesn't
and
need
during
a body.
that time, both men and women would respect a man's word more.
Yeah.
And follow that leadership. So, because I mean, even in the church at that time, the women, anytime a movement is happening, you need women. Women are like the activator of anything that's happening. I'm pretty sure there were more women in the church than men, but when you read the Bible, you hear about women in the background, but they're never in the forefront, but you know they were there. You know Mary and Martha existed, right? You know all these women existed, but the people who were pushed to the front were Peter, Paul, and the apostles. And even in the Old Testament, like you have Ruth, you know, you have certain women, but they were very special exceptions to what the normal rule was.
Oh yeah, and Ruth. Yeah, Ruth was special because she,
right.
You know, because there was some women in the Bible that didn't really believe in dating. They had to get, you know, fixed up and everything. You know, maybe one date before the wedding, Ruth went and laid on his bed by beside his feet. She was aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, she had guidance, but it's like for that time, you go and lay beside somebody's feet, a man's feet, you know. I was like, "Ooh, Ruth is so special."
So yeah, I don't think God, because even in the Bible, the whole coming of the Holy Spirit, the point of it was the Spirit of God allowed itself to enter into man in different pieces, so that the church is supposed to be a collection of people. It's not supposed to be a building. The church is supposed to be the body of Christ.
Yeah, the body of Christ. Yeah.
The body of Christ.
I mean,
through the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, the
like
temple.
If you read Acts, yeah,
the temple is just supposed to be a place to meet.
The temple is a building, right? But the church, the word church
is the body.
It's supposed to be the body. It's supposed to be just a collection of people who believe the same thing. But after Pentecost, if you read Acts, the Holy Spirit is injecting itself into humans who allow themselves to receive it. But every piece, every person is just a section of the body, not the whole, right? So when you come together, you are in the presence of God, right? God tried to do this at the beginning, but the people didn't let him. Like if you read Genesis, God tried to face the people when he spoke to Moses. The people said no, because they were afraid to die. They were afraid to look at the cloud. And they told Moses, no, we do not want to see that. You go see it and bring the message to us. It wasn't God that ordained that there was going to be a priest or intermediary between itself and the people.
Yeah, right.
So people's fear allowed them to not be able to speak directly to God, which is why the priesthood even existed. It wasn't until Jesus comes that gets wiped away, right? And God gave us another opportunity to have that direct communication with it.
Okay, well said. So Andre, do you have a book?
Excuse me?
Are you reading a book right now? Do you have a book to share or poetry?
Yeah, I'm just got in and got settled down. Got in, so I'm a student right now, but so I'm just a student listening.
You never have a book.
I know. Yeah, I got it.
You never have a book. Never have a poetry.
Yeah.
You're like Julie in here. Never have a book. Never.
life insurance agent as well. So do
Okay.
all of y'all have life insurance?
This year, I had came across this because last year my best friend, she ran a marathon in Japan, and we went to a tea experience, and they recited this phrase in Japanese to us to just really cherish that sacred moment of the tea ceremony. And so I found this book. And this year, one of the things or my resolutions was to just practice slow living and, slowing down in life, in my experiences. So I felt like this book really resonates with that, to just cherish the moments that we have. I think our society, ourselves, our expectations, we're always like on go, 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 go. Or,
Yeah.
what about the future? Or even, I wish I would have did this, or this is the past. And I think this book is just a reminder of everything, every moment that we have is precious, and we are to experience it, because if we don't, it will slip away and we'll never get it again.
We can't get it back. That's true. That's such a good reminder.
But I say all that to say is the part of the book, the title of the book is called The Maroon Within Us, is just him talking about rebellion within Black people, no matter where we are. And that maroon spirit is in all of us. We just have to kind of push it out, right? We have to know what it is. We have to acknowledge it and embrace it. And so just talking about being able to rebel in a land where you are being oppressed, ostracized, and, a lot of the times outnumbered, and how to deal with those things. And the book is really a collection of essays that he wrote. So, but the main part that I wanted to share was he talks about education a lot. But he talked about the type 1 question and a type 2 question. And this is something I always hold on to. And a type 1 question is the type of question where the value is put on, do you know what I know? Right. So if I'm talking to you, I'm only validating your knowledge if you have a knowledge base that is centralized in my knowledge base. So, and he gave example of Europeans going to Africa, and they would think people were unintelligent because they didn't know the history or the political structure of Europe. When who cares? If you're in my country, you've come to visit me, but you're determining my intellect based on whether I know something about you, right? Because you learned it's important to you. It's, do you know what I know? The type 2 question is you're being open to not only assess what this other person knows, but to be open enough to receive other information from somebody else. So
Let's start the listening party.
So, what is love?
Love is a roller coaster. When it's going well, it kind of feels like an everlasting summer,
Oh, it's nice. I like it.
She remind me of literally neo soul in the 1980s.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah,
She was giving me the 2000s, neo souls,
yeah,
that we don't have anymore. We don't have that anymore. So it's good to bring it back.
yeah.
I don't hear that music anymore like that. So that was really good.
Yeah.
I
So
hear that.
scale
That's gonna be a
scale
nice
of
album. Color's good. It's really good.
yeah. So scale from 1 through 10.
Scale from 1 to 10. I would give her album an 8. I mean, it was some stuff that I didn't, really vibe to, but yeah, there was some other stuff I was vibing. But yeah, I give it a 9. I give it a 9. So, it was good. She did a good job.
Okay. Andre, what you think? Scale from 1 to 10.
I give it a 10 because I'm into that kind of music. Just like Julie said, it's got that 1990s, early 2000 neo soul, and it's more now underground. To hear that kind of music it's more on the underground circuit now. I mean, they still got neo soul artists putting stuff out, but it's not in the mainstream like like they was trying to do it back in the late '90s and early 2000s. But I like artistic sounding neo soul music anyway. You know what I mean? So if it sounds good to me, I mean it's a 10 all day for me. I like it.
Yeah.
The first part sounded really good and like something I'd add onto my playlist. This the last part where I'm like, it sounds good, but also like not my taste of music.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what do you give the album?
So I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I would give it a 9. I don't think I didn't like Crime of Passion. I don't know. It wasn't really my my taste. But I think the rest of it was pretty good. Like that quality, like you guys said, the 90s and stuff like that.
That sounds like it's gonna be another neo soul. So okay.
He's more hip hop.
R&B, hip hop.
No, just hip.
Okay, let me tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my 1 to 10 right now on him. This is 1980. He missed the boat. Who am I going back to? Like, oh my God, this is like PM Dawn. You know what I mean? That's what he's giving me, PM Dawn. Like he was giving me PM Dawn vibe.
Are you Gen Z or millennial? What's Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z.
You're Gen Z? Okay. All right. So what did you think?
I wouldn't listen to it. I'm sure there's people who listen to today's rap and go, it's trash, who would love it.
It was tickling me when you said PM Dawn. I never liked PM Dawn. They was some straight weirdos, but I would give them like it could be tweaked a little bit more, but I still give them like that late '90s underground coffee shop type vibe. You know what I mean? It could be tweaked more. I mean, it wasn't whack. It wasn't whack, but it could be tweaked more. It kind of give me that vibe from that era from like Common. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Common era.
Yeah.
Because
but Common was good though. Common was good.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah. Common. I mean, it's a lot of people. Common is dope.
I don't give him Common. No, we got. No, we're gonna look. I mean,
Ethel, right? This is her music. I just wanted to do something different for my birthday spit and sip. All right.
So, what is love?
Love is a roller coaster. When it's going well, it kind of feels like an everlasting summer,
You guys can hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what is love?
Love is a roller coaster. When it's going well, it kind of feels like an everlasting summer, And when it's not, it can really carry some dark shadows.
It's like short versions of her songs.
All the lights they're spinning around me. Watching you standing with me, holding my hand while I touch your face. The room.
Look, man, honestly, what I've been learning is like doing all the right stuff never made me the right person. You know, getting up and worrying about what I need to do to please my wife never made me a better husband. But getting up and worrying about my mental, going to the gym.
What the actual man? A crime of passion, true Teddy Pendergrass fashion. At least I let her get done with the eyelashes before she came out lashing. Now she bashing at my whole crib like crime of passion, true Teddy Pendergrass fashion. Fatal car wreck, no seatbelt fastened, whole face slashed. Now that
Little bird, don't stop flying.
Cheers, darling. Ding dong. Oh, oh, shit. Ow.
Tears been flowing like the river, eyes are salty like the sea.
Hey, Vegas, what'd you think about Ethel?
Oh, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are snippets.
Yeah, it was just snippets. That's all she gave me. I guess she didn't want the whole. She didn't want me to, give out the whole
Is that her
thing.
whole album? Well,
Yeah,
that's her
that's the
album
whole.
or something?
Yeah, that's her album.
Oh, okay. She remind me of literally neo soul in the 1980s. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
She was giving me the 2000s, neo souls,
yeah,
that we
yeah,
don't have anymore. We don't have that anymore. So it's good to bring it back. I
yeah,
don't hear that music anymore like that. So that was really good
yeah.
to hear
So
that.
scale
That's gonna be a
scale
nice
of
album. Tell us good. It's really good.
yeah. So scale from 1 through 10.
Scale from 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
I would give her album a 8. I mean, it was some stuff that I didn't, really vibe to, but yeah, there was some other stuff I was vibing. But yeah, I give it a 9. I give it a 9. So, it was good. She did a good job.
Okay, Andre, what you think? Scale from one to
I,
10.
I give it a 10 because I'm into that kind of music. Just like Julie said, it's got that 1990s, early 2000 neo soul, and it's more now underground. To hear that kind of music, it's more on the underground circuit now. I mean, they still got neo soul artists putting stuff out, but it's not in the mainstream like they was trying to do it back in the late 90s and early 2000s. But I
Right.
like artistic sounding neo soul music anyway. You know what I mean? So if it sounds good to me, I mean it's a 10 all day for me. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malaysia, can you talk to us? You still at work, Malaysia?
I just got home.
Oh, you just got. Did you hear it?
Yeah, the first part sounded really good and like something I'd add onto my playlist. This the last part where I'm like, it sounds good, but also like not my taste of music.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what do you give the album?
So I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I would give it a 9. I don't think I didn't like Crime of Passion. I don't know. It wasn't really my taste. But I think the rest of it was pretty good. Like that quality, like you guys said, the 90s and stuff like that.
With the
Okay.
Crime of Passion, was she singing at all in it, or just the guy rapping?
Yeah, it was just the guy.
No, but I'm saying she's not gonna sing. She wasn't gonna sing anything at all in it, or was it just
Ah,
rapping? Because I mean, if it's her album, right?
yeah.
Shouldn't it play a little bit more than we could heard? The Crime of Passion would have been like the interlude for it, like at the beginning, like him doing that
Oh,
part, and that's probably just
yeah, that's probably just the
on her
beginning.
album.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably just the beginning, and then maybe she comes in like in the middle of it or
She has to
something.
come in at some point. This is her album. She has to come in
Yeah,
at some point.
yeah. Okay, I have one more artist.
So
One second.
Oh, this is Kim.
that sounds like it's gonna be another neo soul. So okay.
He's more hip hop.
R&B hip hop.
No, just hip.
Darrell Banks.
I never showed you love. I never showed you love. I was never there. I was never close. I was never here. I was always ghost. Always on the road. Always on the most. Always in the office. Always writing songs. Never get along. Ever since the home. 1, 2, 3, 4 babies. We grown. I know it was super hard. We made it this far. We tough, but we split apart. That was even harder for the y'all. She was torn apart. It tore me apart. I was torn apart. I could've killed the dog, but God told me to take a trip to the morgue. Write your music and care for your daughters. Life gets harder as we try to move farther. Never fear, just beware of the darkness. Cause you're the heart, nigga. I never showed you love. I never showed you love. I never showed you love. I never showed you love.
Another song from him. I have 3
that was
more.
the only song. Wait a minute.
Oh,
3 more from him.
No, there's 4 more.
From him.
Yeah.
So we listen to his whole song.
Are you breaking up?
I was asking, are we gonna listen to all of his songs through the beginning to the end? No snippets?
Right.
Like the way we did the first person?
No snippets.
Oh God.
He gave everything. That's the
Okay.
problem.
All right, I'll give you my okay. Let me tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my 1 to 10 right now on him. This is 1980. He missed the boat. Um, yeah, for real. Like this is 1980 rap. Like seriously, this is 1980 hip hop. Missed the boat. In the 2025, he's got to go back in the studio and catch up a little bit. I'm sorry to say, but yeah,
Is it the beats or the lyrics?
Oh no, the rapping. Don't think even the song. It put me back seriously in the 1980s. Like we were, like I mean, oh my God, who like we had literally the new schools. Who am I going back to? Like, oh my God, this is like PM Dawn. You know what I mean? That's what he's giving me, PM Dawn. Like he was giving me PM Dawn vibe. That's like it's the 1990s, 80s. Because I guess for right now, music elevates, right? So evolution, right? And he didn't elevate. He didn't back and change something because it just sounds like he's back in the 1990s with PM Dawn. It's so many artists that I can pinpoint right now. Like seriously, that's the way it sounds. Even from the singer to rapping, like back in the day, I hear them along when it came along, and that's exactly what he was doing. So I'm just you can play the next song. But
all right. Malaysia, what you think? You're are you Gen Z or millennial? What's Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z.
You're Gen Z? Okay. All right. So what did you think?
I wouldn't listen to it. I'm sure there's people who listen to today's rap and go, it's trash, who would love it. But yeah, I feel like I recognize his voice. Is he one of the people you interviewed for like
yeah. He's one of the people in the mail book, the manual. Yeah, that's him.
Wow.
Yeah, you remember it. Wow.
Oh, his speaking voice. So his speaking voice, so he's like talking and not. Okay, gotcha.
I mean,
what about
in the movie he was rapping a lot too, so
the movie
that's why I was like, oh, I've heard this before.
Okay, gotcha. Andre, what about you? What you think? Because you were smiling and laughing when I kept saying my part.
Yeah. It was tickling me when you said PM Dawn. I never liked PM Dawn. There was some straight weirdos, but I would give them like it could be tweaked a little bit more, but I still give them like that late 90s underground coffee shop type, vibe. You know what I mean? It could be tweaked more. I mean, it wasn't whack. It wasn't whack, but it could be tweaked more. It kind of give me that vibe from that era from like Common. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that Common era. Because
but Common was good though. Common was good.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah. Common. I mean, it's a lot of people. Common is dope.
I don't give him Common. No, we got. No, we're gonna look. I mean, I'm talking about we're going to PM Dawn for real. Maybe you send
PM Dawn. No, I wouldn't do him like that. PM Dawn was they were straight up whack. They was on some weird stuff. I mean, I remember Boogie Down Productions. Beat them down, threw them off the stage, and
I think it's the singing. That. The singing probably took me there.
It could have been tweaked. The singing could have been tweaked.
Yeah, the singing took me there.
More production behind the studios type stuff. Yeah. But other than that, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say PM Dawn.
Because it was like, if it wasn't PM.
You're breaking up. Okay. All right. Next one.
Next one.
I want my friend right there.
This is a note to you. I know you think about me too. You came across my mind a couple times, maybe a few. I know our lives have changed, but we'll forever be tied. It's a gold face smile till we fly. We've been away for quite some time now. Knew it was best to take a time out. Our love had timed out. You said you didn't mean to break my heart. Our hearts were broken from the start. We were just playing the part. I told you Avery was pregnant, hoping you would recognize. Step aside and just give me a second. Fresh out of a wreckage, no opportunities for colleges. Trapped in Arizona on parole or honky politics. Jobless security, pennies on a dollar, but I'm smart, so God's steering me. Music on my mind, in the office writing history I had to ignore. Forever you'll remember me, I'll never abort.
We in it to the end, cause in the end there'll be more. So of course, we must fill in this blank space for life to go on. We lost, but we must move on. I know I did, so I cherish all the time with my kids. This is a note to you. I know you think about me too. You came across my mind a couple times, maybe a few. I know our lives will change, but we'll forever be tied. It's the gold face smile till we fly. This is a note to you. I know you think about me too. You came across my mind a couple times, maybe a few. I know our lives will change, but we'll forever be tied. It's the gold face smile till we fly.
Oh no, she's already laughing.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I would have to say, no joke. Now I'm gonna say the second song much better because it's still 2000. He can. I'm telling you right now. If you don't let me picture every rapper back in the 2000s when we had the Wu-Tang, they were singing this kind of song here. Oh, we had the DOC. This music here, it's like back in that 2000 era when they were all singing, having this kind of thing with Nate Dogg in them. So he's missing you don't have this anymore in this era. Hopefully he can push through it because literally that's too early 90s, 2000, the vibe and everything. Like seriously, that's all I'm seeing is the 2000, early 2000. I'm looking at like the gangster lean. I'm looking at that. That's all I'm seeing right now is that vibe right there. Even with where is he from? Georgia?
Yeah, he's from Georgia.
Yeah. I'm feeling the Outkast vibe back in the day.
Okay.
Because of the music. So I don't know. Yeah, on the Outkast day back in the day, I'm saying back to all the like that era right there when they were singing, when this is when R&B met rap, So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So yeah, the second song, it was good. The second song I give him, he was okay. It was good on the second song.
Okay, scale
I
of
will
1.
probably listen to the second song. Scale of 1 to 10.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm gonna give him a 5.
What?
Now listen, no, because I'm in the 2025. Because I'm in the 2025. Now back in the 90s, early late 80s, late 80s, early 90s, early 2000, he will get a 10 on the second album because I was listening to that kind of music. It was repeat. Yo MTV Raps, BET. It was repeat. So I could listen to it even though I didn't want to listen to it. It was on. But now we're in the 25. Oh no, it's a 5. His whole he needs to just hear and go back in the studio and say, okay, what is say he needs to merge 1990 that music he got merge it to today's. That's what he needs right now. He needs a Dr. Dre to help him.
All right. So what you said?
All
What do you want to? You said a 5. Wow. Okay, Malaysia is Gen Z. Help him out. Gen Z.
I wouldn't say a 5, but I would agree with everything she said.
So what would you give? What would you give him? Gen Z, Malaysia. What would you give him?
Five and a half, 6.
Oh wow.
Oh my God, you guys.
And I'd up the last artist to like 9.
Huh?
I said 7 for the last artist she played, but I feel like she should get a 9.
You think she should get a 9? Oh my God. Y'all, oh no, y'all are picky. I don't know.
The female, you talking about the female, right, Malaysia? You talking about the female should get a 9?
Yeah. After listening to this, after
This
listening to
dude
this,
right here. No, I'm telling you. Okay, no, Andre is the guy. So Andre, go ahead, because you know, female, you go ahead, tell us, Andre. Are we wrong or are we right? Andre, go ahead, drop the mic off.
I would say
Andre,
this joint was a little is better than the first one he dropped. You know,
Yes,
the
okay,
first
that's
one he
true.
played.
what scale of
And
1 to 10? Scale of 1
and
to
you know, scared of 1 to 10.
10.
I give it
Seven.
a 7, 7, 8, 7, 8ish.
So yeah.
Only because I'm because that's kind of I'm from Detroit, so I dealt with the slum villages back then, the J Dillas, you know what I mean? So it kind of sounded like that type of era for that particular. I mean, you had different types of, just like Philadelphia had the Roots, but they also had rock, State Property, Benny Siegel,
Right.
but you had the Backpackers. He kind of reminded me of that underground neo soul part of Detroit, coffee
Right.
shop, Dwelle, because Dwelle used to rap.
What
before
year
he
were they
sang.
there though?
Yeah,
What
late
year were they?
90s, late 90s, early
Thank you. That's what I'm
2000s.
saying.
He's
Yeah,
in that
but
particular
Dwelle-
era. Yeah.
Dwelle sounded much better than that, though. Dwelle, he sounded
Dwelle,
much
yeah.
No, but
Oh
no,
yeah,
it's
he's
not.
much better. He's a higher
Yeah, he's much
caliber, but it's in that
better.
same. Yeah.
It puts him back there. See, Dwelle is not out right now. Is he?
Huh? So what?
Dwelle is not rapping now, is he?
No, he's not rapping now. No,
If you listen
That's what
to
I'm saying. The people that we're talking about, they're kind of like, it puts us back in that era. So it's like he's missing. He's got to merge. He's got to merge his music now to the music this year. Because
I mean, how old is
2025.
what age bracket is he in? I mean, how old is he?
He's like in the 30s, late 30s, 30s.
Oh wow, that's I mean,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, he must be in that. He must be into that type of style of music because I mean, like all them artists I mentioned, they same age as me. I mean,
right.
So, but like,
this is the thing though. All he has to do is he needs to find someone, because he has his style. He has his style, but he needs to find someone that can give him this year's beats to go with his style.
Yeah, but these beats don't, it's
like trap beats or I mean,
yeah,
what?
No, I'm saying, I mean, not so much the trap beats, but I'm saying even with the trap beats, but he got to make it, because I mean, I don't hear that kind of rap now at all.
Right.
So that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. It's like you might hear that rap in I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get it to a DJ, because now these DJs' ears is for this trapping, for this trap beat. Now, if he knows what's good, he can. Oh, you know what he can do? Tell him to send his music to Chubb.
To where? You breaking up?
Send it to the Chubb Rock show. Chubb Rock might play it. He's gonna be like, "Whoa, hold on! This is I'm feeling back in the day." Because I don't think he can go on any one of these TV shows that they're like making the band and all that stuff and think to get away with it. It won't work. No, he just needs to emerge. He's second song much better. Let's see the third. I hope the third is much better than the second and the first.
Okay, all right.
I hope.
Let's see the third.
I mean, he's got to give you a Tupac. What's wrong with him? Tell him he better start. What are y'all doing?
Well, yeah, because this
he needs to give us Tupac.
No. I mean, because there's like music outside of trap that still sounds good, and then there's like old school people like Dwelle. You can listen to it back then and listen to it today, and it still sounds good. Those are the classics,
But that's what I'm saying. He missed the mark. He missed the mark. He should have been back there with Dwelle so we can listen to it today. Not trying to make that sound come now, is what I'm saying.
No, but Dwelle, even if you listen to Dwelle today, he'll still sound good.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's people that are
because of the fact that. But if he made a new song today, people are not us will like him. We'll like the music of Dwelle because we like. But the younger generation talk about these crazy people out here. Nah, Dwelle ain't flying. Now, Kendrick Lamar, if Dwelle, that's what he needs to do. He needs to go listen to some Kendrick Lamar and just feel that vibe. Let him get that Kendrick Lamar, Tupac in his body. Let him get that vibe. Let him, all those people right there have music. I'm telling you, if he could just sit in that studio and be like, Just say, Biggie, come to me right now. Say, Tupac, come to me. Give me your flow. Give me yo, call Drake. Drake, I need something in 25. Yo, he need to get with Timberland. Timberland will fire him up. I'm just saying. He needs people like that. He need to find somebody. Or he could, well, Rico Wade is dead. Long, rest his soul. But he could have got a Rico Wade, and Rico Wade would have had it fire for him.
Okay, let's see.
I'm just saying, third music.
Third song.
You like this guy, don't you? This guy is your friend.
Hey, my friend right there.
Is it me for you? I choose you. You choose you. So who's who? Is it me for you? I choose you. You choose you. So who's who?
I got God up on my back, ain't no one take that shit from me. Let my hands do all the talking like ventriloquist dummies. I don't do the running, the good and bad, I conquer the ugly. How the fuck these niggas know they self, they don't do no looking? How the fuck these bitches love they self when self-hate is booking? All the media, they feed the agendas they pushing. Take a nigga out the hood, can't take a hood out a nigga. Don't know of the duality to come back to killings. Duality, man ain't in the bitch. Your reality didn't show you perspectives exist. Duality, man ain't in the bitch. Your reality didn't show you perspectives exist.
Is it me or you? I choose you.
Hold on, wait.
I choose you. So who's who? Is it me or you?
Hold on. Wait. When does rap?
What?
When did he start rapping? Oh, girl was nice. He needs to keep her on for the whole album. When does he start rapping?
Oh, I mean, he started in the beginning. I think he's like.
Oh no, keep him off. No, girl, she needs to keep that song for herself. She was fly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I like old girl. Old girl flow was very nice.
You choose you. So who's who? Is it me or you? I choose you. You choose you. So who's who? Is it me or you? I choose you. You choose you. So who's who? In this world of duality, somehow we have to be each other's crutch. I never lust, only for love. I'm only love. I show you love, never negativity. I'm only here to be your seed giver. I'm only here to guide her. I'm only here to provide a survivor. I'm out of body, a God body. I'm in your body. I'm probably God, but some will die thinking I'm lying. I'll show you signs under the world. I'm underworld. Gold boys and girls will live eternal worlds. I said gold boys and girls will live eternal worlds. I said gold boys and girls will live eternal worlds. Is it me for you? I choose you. You choose you. So who's who? Is it me or you? I choose you. You choose you. So who's who? I choose you. You choose you. I choose you. You choose you.
Okay, now I would have to say. Okay, well, I will have to say literally, it sounds like he was featured on his own song.
He was featured in his own song.
Yeah, because old girl took it. Old girl took it. Like from the beginning, she took it. It sounded like he was featured on his own song. So that's what I got to say.
Okay, so scale from 1 to 10.
For old girl, I'm gonna give her a 10. For him, okay.
Andre, scale from 1 to 10.
I give it a 9. I think by the old girl hooking up with him, she probably helped him get better with those bars. Like they energy, he must have fed off her energy. They could have been bouncing off each other, and because his bars sounded better than the last 2 previous songs. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of reminded me his style and the way his voice. I think he kind of reminded me of this artist Larry June. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's like on the underground circuit. But he's a lot of people I know that's in the music business that raps know him in Atlanta. You know, he's between LA and Atlanta, but he kind of reminded me of the artist named Larry June. He raps kind of slow, but his but the producer that he uses, the Alchemist that does his beats, it kind of complements his sound. So he just, I think more the production gets better, need to be tweaked. It could complement the way he where his voice is and where he spits his bars, the way he sings. Just need the right people behind the boards. It could be tweaked. So that's how I take it. But I think the young lady that was on there rapping with him kind of made him step his game up more. She probably showed him a thing or two, fed off her energy. Showed him something how to lace his bars. So I give it. He got better.
Yeah,
he might need it. It's like he got some help on this one.
He featured on his own song. What's her name? I was just thinking about who she could start. She could rap with Glorilla right now. Like, the girl is fire. He's featured on his own song. That's not good. But yeah, he did get better. He did. He got better because she brought it, and he didn't. But he didn't get that much better. But it really seemed like he's the one that featured, and she was the main person. But yeah, Malaysia. What about you?
Malaysia, what you think?
I think that I don't know how long he's been rapping, but he feels elementary. I also think that if we were to introduce him to a more newer style, then J. Cole would probably more so be his route.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I never knew J. Cole knew how to rap until I heard because I thought he was until I heard him on the Beyonce songs. And I was like, oh, you really rap? I thought you was a singer. I never knew he rapped.
He always
I never knew he rapped. I never knew because when he first came out, I didn't know it was him. I don't know. I think it's just Pretty Boy. I didn't know he rapped.
He rapped in Janet Jackson's album too.
I did not know. Seriously, I didn't know. But now when she said that, I do see that. Like if he was to introduce, it would be J. Cole, something like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, he would just have to step up his game.
His bars need to be more mature.
Yeah, step up everything. But if he was in the early 2000s, that whole little line of people just to put him in right here. You go here, you go here, you go. Now we can do a show. You right here. Yeah, okay, there you go. But nowadays, I don't know who's gonna come and see him would be, oh my God, we don't even have Underground Atlanta Showcase no more. So I don't know who comes see him. I don't know. I'm just saying. He's gonna be he would not be headlining. Oh, girl will though. Like he's featured on his own song. Like seriously. Was that the last song on him?
No, we got two more to go.
Jesus. I mean, okay, yay. Do they all sound the same? I'm just saying.
That's what I was also gonna say. It feels like his content is very one-dimensional. Like he's always talking about past relationships. And I feel like if he wanted to talk more about love, then he could probably talk about his relationship with his daughter and do familial love, at least to switch it up.
Yeah. Soul to soul. I'm telling you. Baby, you sent me.
Darrell Banks.
Who is Darrell?
I never showed you love.
Wait a minute, that's the same song we heard before.
I never.
In a world where we're trying to survive, all I need is you by my side. It's up from here, baby.
No buts or maybes.
You're the one. I adore
you, baby.
You're the one I've been searching for.
I've been searching for you.
You're the one. I adore
you, baby.
You're the one I've been searching for.
rose from the west, I rose from the east. You love me lyrically, I love you underneath. All of that makeup, all of that fake stuff. Please don't stop giving me love, it ain't enough. I'm calling my heart out, calling your heart out. My love will never count you out, no doubt. I promise to stay strong, promise to hold on. I promise I'll never treat you wrong. Real calm, let me give you a hug. Let's pop some bub, baby. I'll never shoulder shrug. Real love, I'll listen to your feelings even when you hit the ceiling. I'm swimming in the red kitchen, willing to deal with your illness. This how I'm feeling, cause you're the stars, the sun, the moon, the light. Cause you're the stars, the sun, the moon, the light. Cause you're the stars, the sun, the moon, the light.
You're the one.
You're the one, you're the one.
I adore
you, baby.
You're the one I've been searching for.
I've been searching for you.
You're the one.
You're the one, you're the one.
I adore
you, baby.
You're the one I've been searching for.
Okay. Okay, I give him a good. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give him a compliment, and this is the compliment that I can see. I can actually see that song being played in some kind of TV show back in the day. Like, I don't know, what was the Lactose? Like, what was that movie? Part of the Justice, I can see it played in one of the parts. 1980s, early 2000s again. I can say about him. That's it. And he likes a lot of. Yeah, that's all I can say.
What are you saying? You faded out.
No, I said that I can see this actually being. I don't know, for some reason it's like I see this in a TV, like a movie, like that song right there. I could see like playing in a movie, just in one of those, black movies like Jason Lyrics or something. For just a scene, just one little scene. That's it. You know what I mean? Like Jason Lyrics or something. I actually can see that playing like background in a movie. Puts me back in that day. Huh? Yeah, it puts me back in like Jason Lyrics. It put me back in like different strokes. I mean, not different strokes, but a different world. It was one of those scenes where your boy was like beating the girls or something. It puts me back day, and it's still the same thing. We are still early 2000s. Like, come on. He needs to really change. Something needs. I don't know what it is. But something needs to push it to be in this age. Like, we gotta evolve. That's what evolve. He's not evolving. He's back there. He's real back there. Right? Still back there. And I don't know. All these ad-libs, I don't know. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? Okay. Yeah. I really can see him back in Jason Lyrics. And what was it? Men's Society. I see it back in there. That's it. I gave him his compliment. So on a scale of 1 to 10, that's it. That's his compliment. That's it.
Wait. What did you say for a scale of 1 to 10?
That song right there, because I could see it in the movie, I would give him a 10 because I could see it in the movie. Okay. But just like that, just because I see it in the movie. But by itself right now, I wouldn't listen to it. So I wasn't gonna say a 0, but I would, because I see it in the movie, it's gonna automatically just hit my head because it's in the movie. But I would not listen to it. I mean,
yeah, I didn't like the song that much either. It was just. So what you think, Andre?
I think it kind of reminded me of the 90s, mid 90s. Something like back in the cassette days, cassette tape. It might be on the B side.
Yeah, like a B side.
Like kind of remind me like not necessarily Wu-Tang, but probably Wu-Tang, one of the Wu-Tang affiliates, like somebody trying to put on. And
yes, like Ghostface Killer.
Sound like.
Trying to sing.
Yeah. Because like because you heard a lot of them kind of songs on the B sides or the cassette tape back in them days. Like throw a little R&B in there, sound. So it got like a mid 90s, mid 90s sound to it, without the tweaks.
Yeah.
Okay.
For real. Yeah. Ghostface Killer and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like this one too much. So, yeah, something like on the B side or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like the record company the record company made them put that song together. Like they had to put a song out there like that because a lot of artists don't have that kind of creative freedom like that. So
Mm-mm.
So it
Yeah.
felt like,
That
you
B
know,
side
like
was
a fourth
broken.
sound.
That's why.
Yeah.
Broke side.
Alicia, Alicia, what you think?
I feel like the only thing I can really add is I wish there was more actual lyric content. Like instead of just him saying the same sentence 3 times.
Right. That is
I
so
feel like
true.
he
Yeah.
did that in the other 2 songs where like once he couldn't think
Mhm.
of any more lyrics, he just repeated the same sentence 3 times. And that's how he ended his
Mhm.
verse.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, he keeps on going back. I'm telling you, PM Dawn. Baby, you send me.
I like them Dawn though. I mean, they weren't like, they weren't KRS-One, but
No, the only song I like PM Dawn, Baby You Send Me, and that was it. I mean, I don't well that was one I don't know the other one, but I'm just saying that's what era he needs. I don't know. Do you know him personally?
Yeah, I know him. I know him personally.
Okay. You just gotta tell him, like, you just gotta let him know, say, um, yeah, no. You just gotta tell him. I don't know what you're gonna tell him, but you gotta tell him something. I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna just tell them that we like the one with the girl. Everybody like the one with the girl.
Yeah, the girl. You mean him featured on that one? The whole song. Yeah, he was featured. What's the next one? Because he has one more, right?
No, that's it. That was the one that I played over. So that's
Let me
it.
just ask you a question right quick, Cammy.
Mhm.
That was the last one?
Yeah, that was the
So
one.
I said, have you heard them before you let us listen to them, or this your first time listening to them as well?
Well, I heard the one with the girl, and then I think I heard one more. So the rest.
Let me get your honest opinion. When he asked you a scale of 1 to 10, what did you give him as a friend? Being him.
He didn't ask him. He didn't ask me. I just
Oh, he
told him,
didn't ask
hey,
you?
no, he didn't ask me. I just told him, hey, I'm having a listening party for my birthday to Zoom him. And I was like, like he's I guess one of the few artists that I know. So I asked him for his music and he was like, oh yeah, okay. Other than that, he didn't ask me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there another person or this is it?
This is it.